much requested video, which is another thrift haul because you guys really seem to enjoy the last one. So today I have a considerable number of items. I actually have a lot more than just this to show you guys because the thrifting has kind of escalated in the past couple of weeks. As some of you guys noticed in the comments below of my last video, I started reselling some of the stuff that I thrifted on like Depop, Mercari, and Poshmark. So that's kind of my little side business now. I've made like a couple $100 doing it, which is really cool because I really enjoy thrifting and YouTube is not paying the bills right now. So yeah, some of this stuff I'm just going to be showing you cutaway clips to because I have already sold it on these apps, and some other stuff I have here that I'll be trying on as well. So just in case you guys see anything in this haul that you like and you'd want to buy or like check out, I will link my Poshmark below. Yeah, check it out if you want to. I'm not going to self-promote too much, but also please go buy my stuff. I'm going to try to do this as quickly as possible because I think I have like 50 or so items to get through. So just grab a snack and let's jump in. So I guess the first category I'll start with are prom dresses or like evening gowns because these are incredibly extra and I think they're really fun to show. This was the first one I got for $6 at just like a local thrift store. It's this gorgeous kind of 90s style dress. It has this really cool like metallic crinkly sheen to it that kind of medieval times meets space age. Honestly, it kind of reminds me of like the shitty costume fabric that you get at Joann's, but somehow it works really well on this dress. I love these super thin spaghetti straps which look really dainty and make your shoulders look really nice. It also has this absolutely gorgeous like low sweetheart neckline that my boobs really don't do justice, but if you had like a little bit more of a figure than me, aka like everyone, but if you had a little bit more going on up there, I think it would look really good. Also in the 90s-ish prom dress category, we have this dress which I got from my local Goodwill for $8. This one definitely falls more solidly into the prom dress category because it has this gorgeous beading detail, and the designer is Oleg Cassini, which I had not heard of, but I googled it to see how much it's worth, and these dresses run like a couple $100 to $1,000. So it's just this light blush pink and it has a little leg slit action going. I kind of wish the leg slit was a little higher, but maybe that's just because I'm a little scandalous like that. Again, I think the neckline on this one is really cool. It's just that straight across neckline with spaghetti straps that's kind of trendy right now, although I wouldn't necessarily call this a trendy dress. If anything, it's also a little bit like 20s inspired. Like if the 20s and the 90s and maybe a little bit of the early 2000s had a baby, this is what this dress would be. The last evening gown that I got is this satin one. It's a little more conservative than the others with this high neckline that I think also maybe 90s, but I think I may just be calling everything 90s right now. But what I really love about it is this button detail that runs all the way down the back, although it also has like a zipper so you don't have to have like handmaidens button you up. Normally I'm not a huge fan of satin dresses, but I think this one pulls it off really well and looks super elegant and timeless. Let's talk about some pieces that I have sold. One of my favorite ones that I got just from my local Goodwill for $4.90, I believe, is this pink gingham dress. It was actually originally a size 18 shirt that kind of worked as a dress length for me. I found it a really interesting design. I loved the big like oversized buttons on it. When I was trying it on in the dressing room at Goodwill, I was kind of looking at how I could turn it into a more flattering silhouette, and I found that if I just like pulled back the waist and kind of made it into A-line slash bodycon skirt and then just let the top part like flow out, it was a really cool silhouette. But I took in each of the seams around the skirt around like 2 inches to kind of help minimize that bulk and get it to be a little bit smaller, and then the shirt already had ties in the back, but I just moved those from the like center back panels to the sides of the skirt so that it would be able to like pull in more fabric, if that makes sense. So here is the finished result. I think it turned out really well. It's this really cool plunge dress. It's a little bit Reformation-y, as I mentioned Reformation in every single one of my hauls, but I think this like legit is, like I could see them selling this on their website. Just saying, Reformation, hire me, please. I was so proud of myself. This dress sold like so quickly and 3 people have contacted me so far and been like, where can I get this dress? I was like, honey, I'm sorry, like that's the only one that exists. But it did help boost my ego a little bit. So from the same Goodwill, which like honestly was just popping for some reason. I've shopped at that Goodwill so many times before and I've hated everything that I found there, but I got this gorgeous silk shirt. It's 100% silk and hello? Yeah. Okay, bye. Sorry, my fans are just calling all the time. This silk shirt is really awesome. It feels super luxurious. I styled it by undoing a lot of the buttons and tying it at the waist, kind of like Amy Adams in American Hustle. I'm just showing a lot of what would be cleavage on a normal person. On me is just like flat skin. But yeah, I think it looks really gorgeous. I think the fabric is super eye-catching and it feels super soft and lovely. Let's move on to some Tommy Hilfiger stuff because y'all know I am kind of a Tommy ho. The first is this gorgeous mixed gingham slash plaid shirt. Mixed prints are really in right now. Gingham is really in right now. Tommy Hilfiger will always be in. So I knew I had to grab this shirt. It was a men's extra large, so it is super huge on me. I originally thought I was going to tailor it into a more fitted dress, but I kind of got lazy, slash my cousin and aunt are visiting and staying in the sewing room right now, so I have limited sewing capabilities. So I didn't have time to like tailor it before I came, but I just listed it as is and it sold anyway. I was kind of surprised that somebody bought it like that, but like I think it looks really cool as a shirt dress. Very like Japanese street style. Okay, that's enough about that. The next Tommy item I got is this men's extra large sweater. It's just a super simple navy sweater, but obviously the fabric feels awesome because it's Tommy Hilfiger. It just has the classic logo in the corner, and again, I styled this as a dress. I think it looks really cool that the sleeves are super long because that's kind of that like designer oversized hoodie vibe. And if I remember correctly, my posing is like extremely extra for this, so just stand by. Okay, I'm gonna try to speed this up because I realize that I'm taking way too long. Another thing that I got are these gingham pants, which are awesome, super on trend. They fit on the booty so well. As you guys know, I don't really have much junk in my trunk per se, but these make my butt look really good. I feel like it's some type of optical illusion. I don't know, science, explain that to me. I think they look super cool, really similar to stuff that you see at like Topshop and Zara and Reformation, if I may name drop Reformation one more time in my haul. It actually came as a matching set with this gingham top, which I can't tell whether this is cute or the most hideous thing that I've ever seen. I love that it has this button-up back. I think that is super cute, but like what the fuck are these? These are just hideous. Like, but I swear I see appliques that are nearly like this at Zara. So I haven't really known what to do about this. I haven't bothered listing it because I think it's kind of ugly. It's just like, why are these placed the way that they are? Like, it could have been cute if they were in like a little cluster up here. I've been trying to slowly seam rip these appliques off, but it just takes ages because they're too well made. There's just like 600 different strands to rip, so it's just gonna take me years. So that one we just have to like redonate to Goodwill or something like that. I picked up a gorgeous gold jacket by Ann Taylor. It's 100% silk. Again, I'm a little bit of a silk fiend right now. Excuse the fact that I don't have like a separate try-on clip for this. This is a clip from a lookbook video that I'm doing, but I'm just obsessed with this jacket. The tailoring is really awesome. I think it would look so classy paired with like a short mini skirt, or as you can see here, I paired it with some vintage denim. I'm gonna be honest, I was very tempted to keep this jacket, but somebody's got to pay the bills, so I sold it. But I'm definitely going to be looking for more styles like that in the future. Paired with it, I'm wearing this crop top that I picked up from the thrift store as well. It's by Topshop. It looks like it has never been worn, and it looks like a pretty current style too. The lace detailing on it is super high quality and gorgeous, and it just fits really well. Again, I was very tempted to keep that, but ultimately I'm a sellout at heart, so. In this white crop top lace realm, I also got this kind of long line sheer bralette thing. I think it works really well as a layering piece, although, you know, it does show the nips, so you do have to wear like a bralette under it or wear it over a shirt. Basically, there are a ton of ways you can style this. You can layer it over a t-shirt for kind of that, like, I don't even know if that's trendy anymore, but the kind of layered like 90s look, or layer it under like a cardigan or jacket for a little bit more of a classic look. And speaking of that cardigan, I also thrifted it. That one was around $4, I think. It's this velvet cardigan, super gorgeous. I do not know whether the velvet is coming off on camera right, but it's just that classic cardigan cut in a really soft velvet fabric. If I may say so myself, I really like this outfit that I put together, although it's not that practical because if I like move too much, my nipples are exposed. But you know, if I just layer like a bralette underneath it, I think it looks really cool. Kind of like a sexy teacher outfit, but like hopefully not in a fetishy way. It's a fine line that I walk sometimes. Okay, now it is time to pull out the big guns. I have a designer find. This is my first ever thrift store designer find. This was $11 at a local thrift store, and it is an Alexander Wang dress. Is it Wang or Wang? I think it's Wang. I should know this. I do not buy designer items, but after trying on this dress, I kind of understand why people do. It is just like, it's so well made. Every single seam in it is just gorgeously constructed. There are no loose threads. The fabric feels amazing. And just like, look at this zipper detail. Like, this zipper functions how I want every zipper in my closet to function. It's so freaking sturdy. Ugh. Just listen to that. That is the sound of a good zipper. Sorry, I'm very excited about this. Nobody buys designer clothing in my entire area, so I like would not expect to find this at the thrift store. But yeah, the zipper just goes all the way up and down, so I like kind of wearing it as a little plunge neckline, although if you want a more conservative look, you could definitely zip it all the way up. Can we just talk for a second about the fact that it has pockets? God bless Alexander Wang, or Wang, whatever it is. And these are not just any little dainty pockets in a dress, like these are big pockets. I could put my phone in there. I could put my DS in there. I could put my DSLR in there. I feel like generally the whole skater skirt thing is like a little bit 2010, but since the skirt is like super voluminous, a little bit longer, it looks really dramatic and cool, I do have this listed as well, but I am 100% fine if nobody buys it and I just get to keep this, although I don't know when I would wear this. Maybe I can just wear it to class one day and be incredibly extra. Back into the realm of regular clothing, I grabbed these two green tops with stripes on them. They're kind of very similar. One is by Gap and then one is this kind of like soccer jersey with an embroidered Ireland logo on it. Both of them were a lot longer originally, but I just took a pair of scissors to them and hacked off the bottom and made it into a little crop top. I actually wore this outfit out with the Gap one and I thought it was super, super cute. Sorry I'm like smashing through these, by the way, I just don't want this video to be like 30 minutes long. But the next dress that I got is this gorgeous yellow maxi dress. It kind of reminds me of that dress that Selena Gomez wears in Fetish, except that it has this little ditzy floral print on it, which I think it makes it super cute as well. It has a pleated detail down the front and buttons that run all the way top to bottom. I only did up a couple of them just to give me a little bit of a plunge neckline and a leg slit, just so I don't look like completely out of the 1800s. But overall this has a very prairie chic look. Originally it had some shoulder pads in it, which I just snipped out to make it a little bit of a more modern silhouette. It was a little bit big on me, so that's why I'm pinning it back on all of these clips, but yeah, I don't have a conclusive note for that dress, so let's move on. I'm so freaking awkward at this, I apologize. Thanks for dealing with me. This is another dress that I got, which is this kind of silky, like, jacquard. I don't know if that's the right, like, I don't know, whatever. It's like a baroque-y little floral print in gold on a cream background. I really love this because florals can be a little bit obnoxious sometimes, but this is just such like a subtle, classy print. It fits a little bit weirdly on me because it's a little bit too big for me, but here I'm showing it like pinned back, which is what ideally it would look like on somebody who is a better fit for this dress. Another dress that I picked up was this Misguided dress that is new with the tags on it. Nobody has ever worn it, so that was super awesome. I think I got it for like $8. It's this faux suede kind of wrap detail dress with a plunging neckline. I don't know when I would wear this dress, so I'm hoping that somebody will buy it, but I think it looks super luxurious and kind of that Instagram baddie vibe that I'm very bad at pulling off. Lastly, I have two things that I got from estate sales. Just in case you didn't know, estate sales are when like old lonely people sell away all their shit inside their home, just like I will do in like 60 years from now probably. Basically, I had watched Girl Boss on Netflix. If you haven't watched it, go do it immediately. It was really fun and really inspiring. But basically, in the show, Sophia Amoruso, who was like the founder of Nasty Gal, goes to these estate sales in order to get designer items. So I thought I could do that, but I also forgot that like nobody buys designer items around freaking middle of nowhere, undisclosed state in the East Coast. But I did find some cool stuff that was kind of more like regular thrift store fare. So the first thing I got was this top, which was not cute and cropped when I originally got it. It was actually this super lumpy, huge dress, but I just cut across the bottom and made it into this little cropped sweater. I feel like this is something that you would see at like Urban Outfitters. I guess this V neckline detail, it's very like graphic and mod. And this was $3, by the way. All the clothing was like super on sale at this estate sale because they were just closing up by the time I arrived. Also at the estate sale, I got this dress. If this isn't the pinkest pink you've ever seen, like, I don't know what is. This is insane. Originally it was a longer dress, kind of a midi length, and it had these huge shoulder pads, which I cut out. I also hemmed the bottom to make it a little bit of a shorter silhouette, and I just like to cuff the sleeves to make them a little bit shorter as well. It's also 100% silk, so like I can't even describe the feel of this fabric. I feel like it kind of has a matte texture to it, or like a matte satin finish, if you could just envision that, but it feels really, really luxurious and nice. I think it looks really cool though. I might wear it sometime in school just to like show people who's boss, because it does take a boss to wear this freaking ridiculous pink. The last thing that I got is this gorgeous 100% cashmere sweater. It did have a couple tiny little holes in it when I bought it, but I just sewed those up with a needle and thread. I don't know what else you would sew something up with, like human hair. Anyway, this is what I imagine like Appa from Avatar feels like. It's just so soft and lovely and cozy. It's just a super, super timeless silhouette. I love it tucked into a skirt or like high-waisted jeans or anything like that. And it's just like a really high quality piece that I don't think will ever go out of style. And that is officially everything that I got at the thrift store. Thank you so much if you've made it all the way through this video and through all of my rambling. If you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and subscribe to my channel for new videos every single Thursday. In the future, I definitely want to do more come thrifting with me videos and maybe a video about like my experience selling clothes online, if that's something you guys are interested in. In the meantime, I have been kneeling on my legs and my legs are literally like, they have no circulation. I cannot feel anything in my legs right now, so I'm just gonna go. Oh, holy shit, that hurts. Okay, the things I do for YouTube. Oh, fuck.